la pantalla, solo el índice.
¿Tenemos grabación de esto ahora?
I think we can start. Ciao Elisa, mi senti?
Hola, sí, te escucho, Máximo. ¿Ya estamos para empezar?
She also speaks
Hola,
Italian.
¿me
as
escuchan?
well. There is an echo.
Can you hear me?
¿Me escuchan?
Can you hear me?
Inizia tu ad aprire la cerimonia.
Elisa,
Bienvenidos al último día del evento LACNIC 41.
hello, welcome to the last day of LACNIC Working Group on Internet Measurements with my colleague Massimo Candela. Today we'll be starting with the presentations of the Internet Measurements Working Group. We'll then have the presentations of LACNIC, the closure of the event, and after lunch, for those who are in person, a special session on the Internet in Panama. Before we start with the session on the Internet Measurements Working Group, most of this present session will be in English. We have simultaneous interpretation in the room and remotely. Massimo?
Measurements Working Group session, so go ahead.
Thank you very much, Elisa. Thank you. So, good morning. Good morning. So my name is Massimo Candela, and this is the Internet Measurement Working Group. This is it's a, I would say, fairly recent working group. This is I believe, the third edition, and going to speak in English, also other speakers. There is translation, and we are, as also Elisa said, but you can interact in Spanish if you want. So what is the Internet Measurement Working Group? The Internet Measurement Working Group is a working group that wants to create a bridge between researchers, research in general, both from academia, wow, that's powerful, both from academia and the industry, and create this bridge with the network operators. And why this? Because we want to basically create a dialogue in early stages. We want researchers to provide guidelines for the development of the internet, the improvement of the internet, the future of the internet, and we want the network operators to be aware of what's going on, to provide use cases, and to also provide, of course, feedback to the researchers. Together with me, chairing this session, there is the amazing Elisa that you just heard. And okay. And I will give just a quick introduction. She's an engineer, part of the LACNIC staff since 2012, and currently works as a LACNIC research and development analyst, carrying out data science tasks with a focus on measurement of internet resources and regional connectivity. But I think even most importantly is possibly the best co-chair that anybody can ask. And I am the other chair. My name is Massimo Candela. I'm a principal engineer at NTT, now called NTT Data. We did a merger, which is a global technological partner. We offer all sorts of services, offices everywhere, more than 300,000 employees, blah, blah, blah. But the part I do is I work on the global IP network, which is one of the largest IP network in the world. We are a tier 1, and I do their automation and monitoring of the network. I did research, and I still do research for the past years, contributed to open source. So at some point with Elisa, we decided it was good also idea to create this space specific for the topic of internet measurement, network data collection, network data analysis, and tools as well. And Also important, we have a mailing list, like every other working group. The mailing list is where the activities are carried out, so where you can engage, researchers can engage with operators, share their research, share their questions, and vice versa. And in the mailing list, there will be also the next call for presentations and the next activity. It's a relatively new working group, so for now the mailing list is not so active, but we believe that it will grow pretty soon. But let's go directly with the agenda because we are already quite late. So we have a really complete, I would say, and thick agenda, interesting agenda that we will go through today. The first presenter is Professor Alessio Vecchio. Fun fact, he comes from the University of Pisa, which actually is one of the oldest universities in the world. It was founded in 1343. And one of the students of this university and later professor was Galileo Galilei. And Alessio Vecchio, not Galileo Galilei, will talk about quick and in particular energy consumption of application and transport level protocols in client devices. Then we will have a presentation from ASM Rizvi that will talk about Anycast polarization in the wild, essentially when you have Anycast nodes, but users connect to Anycast nodes that they are actually far away from where they are, even if there was a closer option. He will talk about this and provide reasons as well. Then we have Javier Bustos that will present the Latin American DNS Observatory. Then we will have, again, remote Anurag Bhatia, that he will show a distributed latency measurement platform that he created. And last but not least, we will have Martin Wilbaum and Guillermo Florina Diz. They will show you a platform to develop a model for estimating video conferencing quality of experience. And one of the output of this research that they are doing is a possible recommendation for the ITU. So as you can see, we have a serious agenda.